And a different kind of hardcourt battle awaits esports fans here in the country. The NBA's ESports League is having a tournament which begins tomorrow, November 17th, until Saturday the 18th. Joining us for an all-out conversation here in the studio are Lindsay Ullman, Head of the Business Development, and Matt Arden, Head of Content and Media from NBA 2K League. Good evening to you both.
Thank you for
Welcome to
us,
CNN Philippines.
Thank you.
How have they kept you busy? Ever since you got to Manila, you have been left and right doing so many things. Well, wonderful things at that.
Wonderful things. We're super excited to be here. Everyone has been extremely hospitable, and it's been fantastic.
So tell me, Lindsay, let me start with you. What made you guys decide, to stage the event here in the Philippines? I mean, this happened, the International League happened, way back in 2019?
Yep. So, for us, really, basketball and the NBA are absolutely part of the culture of the Philippines. And so, for us, no better place for us to really lean in, and not just basketball, but also 2K. So when we look at the most highly engaged areas in Asia, we know that the Philippines is one of them. Mm-hmm. So there's absolutely a hotbed of talent here in the Philippines. So no better place for us to bring our international invitational and work to identify some of the best 2K players in Asia.
I mean, you just have the best combination here. I mean, we love our basketball. We eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I mean, it's pretty much in our DNA. Whether we know basketball or not, we kind of know it. It's like, well, we do claim. And of course, with 2K, and all of these, the esports, we are definitely, up and coming. How does the Philippines differ, or what have you noticed in terms of the Philippines, or even the international APAC, in general over the past few years? Well, what are the things that would stand out, Matt?
What's interesting is I don't think there's actually much differentiation, which I think is why we're excited to be here.
Okay.
The players understand our league, they understand the game.
Yep.
The Philippines is one of the largest populations of 2K players in the world.
Yes.
And so our league has some nuance to it. There's a lot of trash talk that's encouraged, as long as it's not, as long as it's not too bad.
Yeah.
And the players that are coming into play in this tournament have that energy. They understand the trash talk. They understand the teamwork. They understand the way 2K is played, because the basketball IQ in the Philippines is so high, and in the APAC region. So we've actually found that there's not that much differentiation. We think that there's a great appreciation for the game, both in real life and video game, and that leads to really, really good 2K gameplay.
Yeah, and no need to fight the referee, right?
This is true. I mean,
we don't encourage it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and of 40 people who are here competing in the tournament, over half of them are from the Philippines. Mm-hmm. So we know that the talent is here. So
defending champs.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, exactly. So these are people who've been on our radar. So to get the opportunity to bring them together, to see that engagement in person, this is a really big opportunity for them.
Mm-hmm. And tell me a bit about the tournament that is happening over the weekend. What can we expect? I mean, what time can we come out and watch? Let's stop there first. There's a whole list of
definitely come out and watch.
I mean, absolutely,
so
absolutely come out and watch. We'd love to have you. We're going to be at High Grounds Cafe. Doors open tomorrow at noon. Gameplay will start at 5 p.m. People are welcome the entire time. 12 p.m. you can come, free play. Let's test your hand. If you think you're good at 2K, we want to see you out. If you're just learning, we also want to see you. We're going to have prizes. It'll be fun.
Yeah, and what you'll see too is it's a qualifying tournament. So the winner of this tournament, the team that wins, gets draft eligibility in the NBA 2K League.
Okay.
And so there are stakes, for getting noticed on a larger platform. And I think at its base too, even if you don't win draft eligibility, you'll see high competition. You'll see players that deserve this platform, and it'll be a ton of fun.
Yeah, and since it's here in the Philippines and it's growing leaps and bounds, and everybody can come in, can watch and play and get to know how this all is actually. How does one end up participating in the future? How do we go about it?
Yeah, it's a great question. So we hold a number of international qualifying events where you can sign up, you can put together a team, and you can actually compete against other people in your region. So we do that on an ongoing basis. On top of that, we do have an in-person combine where we bring the best players together to compete. But outside of that, I mean, grassroots engagement is happening all the time. High schools, colleges, I mean, tons of opportunity to participate, and we are huge advocates of that.
And how many, how has it grown throughout the years in terms of the teams participating?
I mean, you look at season 1, there were 17 teams.
Okay.
This year we've got 25 teams, and 3 of them are international teams. You've got NBL Oz Gaming from Australia, you've got Duke's Gaming representing Mexico City, and you've got Gen G, which is a huge, esports outfit. The growth is there, and international growth in particular, I think, is a key for us.
And also for this year, which is something that we do want to highlight, is that the NBA 2K, it allows us to live our dreams as virtual, athletes. But of course, this can also, harness our sense of the game, the basketball IQ, which you did mention.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the coolest things about esports is that you don't have to be, I don't have to be tall, right? This is something that everybody can participate in. And I think one of the things you'll see when you watch esports, and specifically 2K League, is an extremely high level of basketball IQ. And so these are people who played basketball, are huge fans of basketball. This is a way for everybody to participate. Which, as someone who's not very tall, I find that exciting.
Well, and the passion too, especially for a region that has such love for basketball. I mean, these are people living out their hoop dreams.
So living out the dreams, 2023 is definitely a special year for the 2K franchise. The latest installment, NBA 2K24, features, of course, the late Kobe Bryant, and it's also the 25th anniversary of the series. How do you think does the video game franchise help keep, things fresh, especially for the gamers?
Well, being a yearly title, they're constantly innovating. And I think that that's something with the league. It really keeps us on our toes to make sure that we are constantly developing with that. And on the league side, it has us always exploring new opportunities. So we just announced a deal with the NBPA, which is going to enable us to work much more closely with our NBA players. We know that they are huge fans. They play 2K.
They do.
And so this is going to give us the opportunity to better integrate them into what we're doing. We're really excited about that.
So maybe in the future we can also have the NBA players go against.
Yeah.
Right there and then and see how
very soon.
Very soon. Okay, we
soon.
definitely look forward to that. So happening this weekend. Thank you so much for spreading this wonderful news with us here in the Philippines, and of course we hope to have you back here again.
We would love that. We would love that. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being with us. And once again, we just had Lindsay Ullman, Head of the Business Development, and Matt Arden, Head of Content and Media from NBA 2K League.